What is up, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to another episode of my Wolfenstein The New Order playthrough here in 2026. This is episode number 4, and in the last episode, we broke a specific character out of prison and ended up back into the Resistance headquarters, which was pretty cool. And we are going to be jumping right back into this series where we left off. Again, I try not to spoil the episode, so if you guys did miss that previous episode, definitely be sure to check that out. It was an awesome one. And without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump back into the world of Wolfenstein The New Order. So I'll see you guys all in the game.
To sit with me, Miss Anya. Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can.
All right, guys, we are back. Now, I was going to do this.
You know how to type?
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
I'm going to go ahead and talk to these guys here.
Dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
Well, Doctor.
Okay,
Please.
fine, Project Whisper. Okay. All right, guys, well, here we go.
What's these damn Nazis?
So you have a whole bunch of notes here. Let's go ahead and get reading, I guess. Moscow in flames. Stockholm, March 16, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from a Moscow engulfed by the flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there has been no word of the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. Finally, the British tyranny comes to an end. London, June 21st, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. Field Marshal Orloff Feigenbaum who led the British invasion, cautioned that the army resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize how they have been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Extra, prisoners escape Eisenwald, Berlin, October 13, 1960. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped the Eisenwald prison. Prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. They advised the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help them track down these individuals. Victory in Asia, Berlin, July 8, 1948. Early morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. The Red Surrender, Moscow, December 12, 1946. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell, looking at the rosy, smiling faces of the victorious German army and liberated Russian people. The last battle against the Red Army took place at Izhevsk, following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital, a campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army, with nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force and the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region. It was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are numerous rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Okay, we have this one to read next. Regime crosses the Atlantic, Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cabot Strait, just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic, and the first German troops set foot upon the Canadian soil. Now's the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It is now or never. Our boys on the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. Okay, Royal Air Force down but not out. Liverpool, June 25th, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the battle over Liverpool. Though major losses were reported on both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than 2/3 of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king and country. The fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if I will let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed only with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good boys. And then I think we have one more to read here. Triumph in the East. Berlin, April 4th, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the River Volga this morning. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Friedrich Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hardworking and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of a killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart limb by limb. I think that's everything. So this, I guess...
Alone, all right? I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
Bobby Bram. I think this tells us about everything that's been going on in the world since. Now, there was no mention about what happened in the U.S., which I think is kind of interesting. So you've got this stuff here as well. We do have another piece here. Last light in England, Paris, September 17th, 1951. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claim sources inside London. After the August uprising, which has seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German tyrants unleashed their latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports describe the fight as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of the brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceeded to move from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of the freedom fighters. Man, it's a pretty bad deal here. Okay, so now that we have all that read, let's see where we're supposed to go. Looks like we need to go back over here. Okay, that door is locked. Again, as I said in some of the previous episodes.
That folder, Captain. See if you can find it. It's called Project Whisper. Talk to Klaus.
Okay. How about...
I heard you were looking for the Project Whisper folder. It's not here. Obviously.
Geez, this woman's been busy. Putting tape everywhere. Or paper everywhere. Okay, can't go through there. How about up here?
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
Make ours.
Okay. Oh, nice. There's Klaus. Hold on, let's go ahead and explore this area. Hey, there's Fergus. Got some more notes. Editorial: is the terror threat over? Berlin, October 13, 1960. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first, I struggled to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long. And then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there has been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transports. Has the secret police once and for all won the war against terrorism? Oh gosh, we have so many notes. Oh my goodness. Benevolent liberators guard China's borders. Shanghai, October 25th, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flak cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from the Mongolian territories. Elite German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, symbolically marking the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. Here we go. America rises from the ashes. The American spirit rises in the shadow of the mushroom-shaped cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Cells of freedom fighters have assembled across the country and are taking up arms. The target attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations. The American resistance is making it very difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports claim the German invaders have become so desperate they are shipping elite anti-rebels from units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions of civilians as punishment for attacks performed by freedom fighters. The liberation of America has begun. Washington, January 7, 1949. The honorable German peace troops embarked on a nationwide victory tour this week. The goal of this operation is to liberate the oppressed American people and protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. All remaining American military personnel are advised to stand down and report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labor card, assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to the superior culture standards of the new regime. Germany has betrayed us. Rome, October 13, 1949. And so we must face the bitter truth. We, the Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that our northern ally will be our country's salvation and collaborator in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Reports from the north are coming in describing German tanks and infantry turning against our soldiers and attacking our own people. Eyewitnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burnt and plundered. We are now just days away from a complete invasion of our weak government. Our weak government is incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow down to the will of the invaders. Rise and take up arms. Do whatever you can to fight back the tyranny. Rise for freedom. Wow, this is insane. We have more? Okay. America surrenders. Washington, December 24th, 1948. Speaking to the American people in the falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. The final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in press statement following the announcement. I applaud the president for taking such a brave decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show was put on display by the invading troops, parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sounds of German jet fighters passing overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as the Panzerhunden, or armored dogs hulking over the crowds. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. Chongqing, March 7th, 1948. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches on a swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke to his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated. He said, a unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. Wow. Crazy, man. Ooh. Mond, ya, ya. Nice. We can find records around the map. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Empty. Maybe we could sleep in here. Could use some shut-eye.
Oh, hold on. There's something back here. Oh, I have to go around the other way.
Must be Max's room. What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
Okay, find a crowbar. Okay, well, I guess it might not be a bad idea to sleep. Let's go ahead and do that. There's another health upgrade? It is. So yeah, that's interesting. Again, I wanted to read all those because it's kind of interesting to know what happened with the world. We've already read all these, haven't we? Oh, no, we haven't read this one. Tokyo, August 20th, 1946. The Americans are on their knees. Field Marshal Franz Gustav Byers told the gathered reporters during today's press conference. The superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by its loyal Japanese allies, has helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Leyte Gulf alone. Okay, I think we've read the rest of these. Crazy, man. Now, they are taking some of the history that is actually real, and they're changing it for this game to fit the theme. Mold infestation in Berlin. I can't be bothered to read that. To be honest with you guys, you can pause there if you want to. I was curious about the current events. So let's go ahead and talk to... I thought we were supposed to talk to Klaus. Okay. I guess we discovered that on our own, so let's head up here. And let's see if we can find any tools. Oh, here we go. That's pretty convenient. There we go. Oh, what's this? Oh, a knife. Oh. Okay. Nightmare. Why would we want to do that? Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't know why we would want to do that in the first place anyway. Okay.
Max, I really need you to step aside. Max, bitte. Geht zur Seite. Das ist wichtig.
Max, komm her! Komm an! Alles in Ordnung. Alles wird gut sein. Sorry. I should have known you would have taken it.
Okay. Here we go. All right, let's go. How do we get back there? That's my question. Oh well, let's head down. Bobby Bram. Okay, during the Blitz, his shop was hit by a German bomb. Drafted into the army. Visit her grave in Nazi-occupied London.
Thank you.
All right.
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. You ready for an assignment? Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's Head for good. They think the war's over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
You've got balls of steel, Bobby Brown.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Randy! Beruhig dich! Komm schon!
Wow. We're in London now.
Bitte. Danke. Sie können passieren. Herr Hitler!
Oh, Hitler.
Dude, this game, like, the thing that makes me love this game so much is just how good it looks. I've said that so many episodes in a row now, but it's just...
Building is a London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in the London mob. Everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it. Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this. This is where you get off. So long, Blazkowicz. You make this count, all right?
You got it, my friend. No. Well, I guess it's not all that unpredictable that he would do that. Considering...
Jesus, he's done it, hasn't he? Almost 300 kilos of explosives in that trunk. Could feel the shock wave from over here. It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top of the radio tower, approximately 7 blocks from your location. You'll have to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the heavy doors. That way me and the other pilots can get inside.
Yeah, I mean, based off what we read and him losing his wife, I don't think it's much of a surprise that he decided to do that. Okay, I guess we gotta go this way. But it was a valiant sacrifice. Alright. How do we go prone? Is there a way for us to go prone? C, X. I forgot how to go prone. I guess it's been a while since I played this game, but only like a week. Q? Nope. What the heck, man? I forgot how to go prone. What in the world? Controls. Key bindings. There we go. Look left, look right. Next weapon. Crouch, sprint. Throw a grenade. Oh, I remember. Hold on. I have to do this. There we go. I remember now. Okay. Oh, wait. I know what to do now. Okay, sorry guys. Just refreshing my memory here. What the heck? There we go. What the hell? Thank you. Really? Again? Is that him? No. Perfect. Ow, I'm dead. Now I wonder how far back it's going to take us. Okay, good. All right, so I don't need to edit that part out. We just have to do this. Do we need to keep running? I don't know. Maybe we do. There we go.
William, I'm looking at blueprints of the building. It's a long way to the top.
Oh, signal. Okay, gotta be careful here. Air Force Commander. Okay. See you later, buddy. Oh, get wrecked.
Up ahead is the reception area. I want you to go to the far end of the reception area, through the large doorway, and into the moon dome.
You do this right by Scuf, and Bobby's death will not be in vain.
Okay.
Wind's coming on hard like. Picked the wrong day for hang gliding.
Nice. I'm gonna try and do this stealthily because we are playing on one of the hardest difficulties, so I want to make sure that I can. We'll go guns blazing if we have to, of course, but I want to make sure I try and do stuff as stealthily as I can. Just because it pads a little bit of the difficulty just a bit. Okay, not sure we're gonna have much of an option at this point. Ouch. Okay, well, so much for that. Oh, run. Hey, let's go. Lost a lot of health right there, but that's okay. Man, that grenade killed him in like one shot. Let's go. Basically. Nice. Sorry if I sound a little tired today, guys, but I didn't wake up all that long ago. Alright, guys, we are back. So I finally fixed my keybinds, so that I don't have to, so I can actually focus a little bit. And actually play better, because I died like, on this one part, I died like 4 times. Which is kind of crazy. I have my crouch button right, so that I can actually like, because my brain always tells me that C is crouch, so if I'm not pressing C to crouch, then I'm not like playing normally. And I also have my keybinds figured out too, so now, but it's not working for some reason. Which I think is fine. Okay. Yay, we made it through that. And all it just took was, wait, did we get... We did get a shotgun, nice. Okay, but there's another area that I want to go to. Nice. Quick generation. Yeah, so I'm just happy I have my keybinds back. So now we can actually do this, which I was trying to do, and I got myself killed. Oh crap, we gotta go fast with this. Faster, Kyle. Faster, faster, faster. Bro, come on. This can't be that hard. There we go. Nice. Another health upgrade. Heck yeah. Look at all the ammo in here, man. This is amazing. Was there something else in here? Nope. Okay. No, I'm not gonna die again. Okay, this might be a good time to do this. Okay, get rid of it. Sick, man. Let's go. Back up. That was close. Is it dead? It sure is. Okay, there we go. Nice, man. Marksman rifle. This thing is pretty sick. I love how the weapons look in this game, too. They look so good. Ooh, nice.
Inside the moon dome is a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
Okay. Perfect. Did we get that guy? Okay, hold on. The shotgun is really good on that thing. Okay. Perfect. Then there's those guys down as well. This is a pretty cool looking area. No doubt about that. Okay, there we go. There's some more health. I think we got something like a perk where we can overdo our health like a lot. Which is really cool. Nice. Perfect. Easy. Okay, nice, man. We gotta be careful. I have definitely been humbled so far this episode. Ooh, okay. Crime rate down in quarantine blocks. London, October 15, 1960. Police are seeing a trend of diminishing crime rate in the London quarantine blocks. It is quite safe now for the denizens of the quarantines to take a stroll down the streets, said Police Chief Bruno Winkler. Murder cases are at a historic low. He added that the benevolent treatment of the citizens by the new regime has had a positive effect on the decent folk of the city. We are also seeing an increase in the number of reports filed on deviant behavior by both neighbors and family members alike. See you later.
The door to the maintenance section? It's in the star field, about halfway to the top of the dome. Can you find a way to reach it?
I think so. Halfway to the top of the dome. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. We just have to find our way back down, which is right here. There we go. And I think we have to go back around to this side. Yeah, I think so. Well, that actually didn't work. So maybe... Oh, wait, I'm seeing. There we go. Nice. Let's make sure we check some stuff. Okay. Let's keep on going. Really? Beautiful. We actually lost quite a bit of health there. Probably should have been more careful.
Look for a hatch on the wall. It's the access tunnel to the elevator shaft.
Oh. Thank you.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
Well, here we go. Nice. Shotguns are the way to do that, man.
Aufzüge sind dafür ausgelegt, alle Katastrophen zu überstehen. Sicherheitsbremsen. 4 Stück. Mein Gott, was zur Hölle war das? Klingt, als wäre jemand umgefallen.
Shooting the brakes off an elevator. What could go wrong? Better stand on the counterweight.
Stand on the counterweight. Oh. I guess I was standing on the counterweight. Cool. Well, that's convenient.
I think I found something.
What do you see?
Ancient artifacts. Highly technological in nature. Parchment. Looks like Hebrew. I think the Nazis are trying to reverse engineer all this stuff.
Are there any identifying marks?
Dot? You should. Dog, Abel, apostrophe. Abel, Tara, space, yoke, item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
Might be something in our archives, Anya. See if you can find any references to Dot Yishud.
Will do. Be careful out there.
I like her, Blaskovitz. Good catch. Be sure to bring as much of this Dot Yishud stuff as you can carry.
Will do.
Sweet. All right. So we got a gas. Ooh, we got a gas mask here. Or what is that? An artifact. Interesting. Got more of them. Got a letter here. Creating the Perfect Mind, Brussels, October 10th, 1960. As one of the key figures in computational science, Dr. Ernst Brandt was the inventor of the first AI system to be used in one of General Strauss's war machines, the Panzerhund. Now his gaze is fixed on the next challenge, the creation of the smartest non-human where was I in this? Oh, the creation of the smartest non-human intelligence in existence. There are many benefits for society if such an artificial being could be created, said the soft-spoken Dr. 2S when we met up with him last week in the Modern School of Computer Science in Brussels, not least because it can help us automatize the process of determining who is a decent citizen and who is not. It is a tantalizing thought indeed, which is why General Strauss has granted Brandt and increased funding to his research project.